Yo, what's up guys, it's King Sean here, and in today's video, I will be talking about Bo Nix versus Jayden Daniels in the Offensive Rookie of the Year convo. Gonna be talking about who deserves it more. I mean, y'all should already know who I think deserves it more, but I'll be going into their stats and how they match up. So, if you guys are new to my channel, leave a like down below, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And with that out of the way, let's get straight into today's video. So as we all know, over the past couple of weeks or so, Bo Nix has started to creep up a little bit in the Offensive Rookie of the Year convo. Actually, you could say by a decent amount because Jayden wasn't terrible against the Steelers. However, it wasn't his best performance. Probably his worst of the season up until that point. And then had that really bad performance versus the Eagles. And then had another disappointing performance versus the Cowboys. And then within that span, Nix had a good performance versus the Falcons, a good performance versus the Raiders, and a good performance against another team. I kind of forgot. But yeah, he was kind of closing the gap a little bit. And Jayden was still in the lead. However, Nix was definitely closing the gap. I think Jayden was like a minus 120 or minus 240 favorite. And Nix was like plus 150 or plus 140. And before, it was a much wider gap. So Nix has closed the gap over the past couple of weeks. However, on Sunday, this past Sunday, Jayden got his substantial lead back, in my opinion. At least by a little bit, right? And then Nix, he wasn't bad on Monday night. However, he did throw 2 interceptions. Jayden had an 85% completion percentage versus the Titans. So that kind of helped him, like I said, take back his substantial lead in Rookie of the Year a little bit, which really helped him out. So y'all know where I stand here. Jayden's Rookie of the Year. It's his reward. It's his award. You know, a lot of what's been going on over the past couple of weeks with Bo Nix and Jayden. You know, analysts have been saying that Bo Nix should be Offensive Rookie of the Year, and I agree that he should be in the conversation. He's played really good football over the past couple of weeks. However, I think it's still Jayden's award. All season long, he's been better than Bo Nix, in my opinion. He was looking obviously spectacular when we started off 7-2. Obviously cooled down a little bit weeks 10 through 12, but got back on track versus the Titans on Sunday, which is exactly what he needed and is exactly what the team needed overall heading into the bye week. So with that being said, let's jump into these stats, right? So both quarterbacks have played 13 games, and really for Jayden, it's only 12 games. And I want you guys to take that into consideration while I'm going over these statistics, because Jayden has played really one less game than Bo Nix. He only played the opening drive versus Carolina and was out for the remainder of the game. He only threw 2 passes in that game, right? So really don't want to count that one. And then he did not play the fourth quarter of the Browns game because we were just blowing the Browns out, and we just did not need to play Jayden nor our offensive starters for the rest of that game. So Jayden basically hasn't played a game and a half, right? So, or a game and a quarter. So he's really played less than 12 games, a little less than 12 games, you could say. But, you know, take that into consideration, right? So both quarterbacks are 8-5. Both quarterbacks have led their teams to 8-5 records. Jayden has a higher completion percentage. He has one of the highest completion percentage out of all rookie quarterbacks in NFL history, any rookie quarterbacks in NFL history. A 69.6 completion percentage. That is spectacular. Bo Nix has a 63.8 completion percentage, which is pretty typical for a rookie, right? That's why what Jayden is doing right now is unbelievable, right? Unheard of, because usually a rookie is sitting around 60% completion percentage. Jayden's sitting around 70, and he might eclipse that by the end of the season. So that's why what Jayden is doing right now is spectacular. So Jayden leads Nix in completion percentage. As for passing yards, Jayden has 2,819 passing yards, while Bo Nix has 2,814 passing yards. So Bo Nix, I think he has like only 23 more passing yards than Jayden, yet he has, let me do the math right quick, because Bo Nix has 434 pass attempts and Jayden has 362. So that is, doing the math right here, 72 more pass attempts than Jayden Daniels, yet only has about 23 more yards. So hey man, he has more passing yards than him, but not by a whole lot, only 23 yards, and that's with throwing 72 more passes than Jayden, right? So, and Jayden, like I said, he has missed a game in the quarter, so we want to take that into consideration as well. But Jayden only has 23 less yards than Nix, and Nix has thrown 72 more passes than him. So just want to put that out there, right? Jayden has a higher yards per attempt than Nix, 7.8 to 6.5. Nix has more yards per game and more passing touchdowns, although you got to look at the context there, right? We run the ball a whole lot. We had over or close to 250 rush yards versus the Titans. All season long, we've been effective at running the ball, which allows Jayden to not have to throw the ball 35 to 40 times a game. Like, I don't think he's had a game where he's thrown for 40 or more times, right? Nix has. He's had multiple games where he's done that. And that's kind of helped him inflate his passing numbers a little bit. Whereas to Jayden, he doesn't have to pass the ball so many times because he actually has a run game, and the Broncos don't. So I want to keep that in mind as well. Also, Jayden has had a lot of his receivers stop at the 1 yard line. Terry has like two, I'm pretty sure, one versus the Browns, the Bears game as well, where he should have gone to the end zone, and he just didn't. He should have had 2 touchdowns versus the Browns, but he dropped one in the red zone towards the end of the game. Actually, it was in the third quarter, so he should have had 2 touchdowns in that game. Luke McCaffrey has been stopped at the 1 yard line like 3 to 4 times this year. He should have a couple of touchdowns. And Zach Ertz has been stopped at the 1 yard line a couple of times this year as well. So those things have kind of affected Jayden Daniels' passing touchdown numbers. And if those guys didn't get tripped up or stopped at the 1 yard line, then I feel like he would have way more passing touchdowns by now. Jayden has thrown less interceptions than Bo Nix, 6 to 8. Jayden has a higher quarterback or passer rating than Bo Nix, 99.4 to 87.9. Jayden has more rushing attempts than Bo Nix, has more rushing yards than Bo Nix, which, isn't too shocking considering Jayden is more of a mobile quarterback than Bo Nix, although Bo Nix got legs too. Like, he's pretty mobile. He has 304 rushing yards, but Jayden has 590. And then Jayden has 6 rushing touchdowns on the year, while Bo Nix has 4. So those are the stats right there. And also, Jayden does have a higher EPA than Bo Nix. Let me check it right here. Pretty sure Jayden has a 0.24 adjusted EPA, and Bo Nix has a 0.05 adjusted EPA. So Jayden does have he does have the EPA over Bo Nix. So the stats show really that Jayden is better than Bo Nix. And if you've been watching all season long, you've seen that Jayden is playing better than Bo Nix. And look, I got to give Bo Nix his props as well, right? He was really good in the month of October. He's been really good over the past couple of weeks. Really, all of the rookie quarterbacks have been really good over the past couple of weeks. Obviously, Jayden, over that 3-week stretch, didn't have his best week, right? Caleb Williams, he looked really good. He has looked really good over the past couple of weeks. Same with Drake May. He's shown a lot of flashes. And then, obviously, Bo Nix, he's looked really good over the past couple of weeks, right? But my pick for Offensive Rookie of the Year is still Jayden. Obviously, he, on Sunday versus the Titans, he showed why to the media on Sunday against the Titans. Why Offensive Rookie of the Year is his award to lose, in my opinion. So, once again, props to Bo Nix. He's done a great job over the past couple of weeks. He's played some really good ball, and he has made the race a little bit interesting, right? He's made it a little closer. However, I still feel like it is Jayden Daniels' award to lose. So comment down below what you guys think about the Rookie of the Year race. Who do you guys think is going to win it, and who do you guys think should win it between Jayden Daniels and Bo Nix? Brock Bowers, he's in the discussion too. However, when there's 2 quarterbacks leading their teams potentially to the playoffs, usually one of them are going to win it over a tight end. And Brock Bowers, he's been having a spectacular season with the Raiders. However, it's just more likely that either Bo Nix or Jayden win it over him. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.